Okay, gentlemen, is everyone here?
Yes,
Mm.
sir.
Okie dokie. So basically, y'all both are accusing each other of different things. Baltimore, you're correct in some things that you said. You can't just pull a warrant out of nowhere. You did do it properly though. You did call it in. You did it over radio. You did it over global chat. Baltimore, there actually is no rule stating that you need to go to a supervisor or up to get a warrant. I understand where you're coming from, and it does make sense because you can't just have people running around with warrants for everything all the time for anything. But at the same time, again, there's no rule for that as long as he's doing it properly. But as I said, Baltimore, you were correct about some things. Jackson, the people that you were saying where the warrant came from, it just totally didn't make any sense. But Baltimore, you can't fault everyone for not knowing every bit of law, so you kind of have to just work with them a little bit. But Diesel, I think that's where you came in, and you were saying, why we have to just try and get people to learn how to RP a little bit better. So Jackson, in the future, warrants will usually come from a judge, and you're probably going to need a little bit more proof. You probably wouldn't go with a warrant to try and come onto his property. If you guys heard gunshots, you could have just went with probable cause. So that probably would have avoided a lot of this.
Yeah, I saw where he went to everybody but the judge. That's what I was going to correct because the governor, the mayor, the police chief, they don't do that. The judge is the one that signs off on the search warrant. That's what I was going to correct before. Yeah, I understand.
Yep.
It's
Your friend,
just
do you have anything to say?
so.
Okay.
Is the thing that bothers me is that it's not the first time that it's happened. Like if it was just one kind of oh, if it was just like a one time thing, then I'd brush it off and I'd be like whatever. But it feels like every single scene that Jackson shows up on with us, he always pulls some sort of warrant or something from somewhere to get to where he wants to go without having proof. Like if you were to say probable cause because shots fired, yada yada yada, like all right, you know what, you can whatever, you can take a look, but I'm not coming down off the roof so that you can put me in cuffs, so that you can search my whole property, so you can search my cars just to find something. And that's what was like, that's the shit that was about to happen. We had 6 officers pointing guns at us for something that they didn't even know that we did. And we didn't have guns out. We didn't have nothing. We were chill with them the whole time. I told them, I was talking to them calm, and then poof, warrant. And then I accidentally dropped off the roof. And then when I tried to go back and be like, oh, 22 that, let me get back on the roof because it was an accident. Now I got 3 different people running at me with shotguns, and like, it was a bit much, and it felt like it was force RP because they're putting me in that situation where if I do try and walk away from it, then me or whatever they want to do because I'm running and they heard gunshots, and it's concerning. It's more of the force RP like aspect, because at what point do I get to say like, dude, that's completely unlegit? Where would you get a warrant from, or like, where is it that the role play turns into something that wouldn't happen, and you can say, I don't want to role play this, before it gets to the point of, well, you're just saying this because it's not going your way, when in fact it's more of a, this wouldn't be any type of way at all. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to be that guy. That's why I always try and drop like subliminal hints, like continuously saying no, like I did. You know what I mean? And I'm not afraid to say it straight up, but I just don't want to, like, drop somebody out of the immersion like that. But
Yeah, I saw you were trying to stay in character there, but I mean, again, if he's not just conjuring up warrants for no reason out of nowhere, then there's really no reason to deny them. And I understand also you were under the pretense that it has to be signed by like a supervisor or something. So I'm just gonna say right now, no one here is getting in trouble today. It's more like what Diesel said. Everyone just has to learn to RP a little bit better. Not you, Diesel. I mean Baltimore. Excuse me. You're good there. Obviously, you know your stuff, but you also have to understand that not everyone is on the same level of seriousness, and not everyone has the same knowledge. So you kind of have to give a little bit of leeway at the same time.
yeah, no, I completely understand, and I do want this to be a learning moment. I'm not trying to get anybody in trouble, but I do want this to be a learning moment. But it feels as though we're saying stuff and it's going in one out, like in one ear and out the other. Even on the other scene, we tried to explain things to him, still in character and stuff, and he just kind of brushed it off like, "No, I'm gonna do it my way," and it was kind of irritating.
Yeah,
Because,
and I know where you're coming from too, Baltimore. Jackson also I didn't see the part where he said that there's 6 cops aiming guns at you guys, but again, just think about real life. Like, cops if they did things like that all the time, it would be a hell of a country in any country, and yeah, it just wouldn't be good. You wouldn't want that to happen to you, so. That's why I always say, just imagine how things would go in real life, and usually you'll be fine from there.
And can I point out something real quick?
What's up?
I did not inform everyone that had the guns. I never told them to have guns out.
Oh yeah, that's not on you. You're not a supervisor. You're not scene command, so they're not obligated to follow you, even if you did say that.
Yeah, but I still didn't understand why like so many people had fucking ARs out and then shotguns out. But the guy, the deputy that was right beside me, he's fine with the shotgun. I told him to have the shotgun with me, and then I requested another unit with me, because if these guys were still on the roof and they would have came down and then started getting a little bit of belligerent and then started throwing some punches, they would have put them in cuffs and then detained them, because I still wanted to know why there was still shots from it, because I didn't believe them a split second from their vehicle, because those guns sounded really automatically and it was just so much.
Yeah, I mean, it's GTA, so people are used to
I understand the gun point. I mean, there really isn't a way we can make a car backfire like that.
Yeah, but we were trying our best, and we were telling everybody who came down here continuously, and the people, like these two, were sitting there with the car, working on it, turning the key. Obviously, you guys were hearing it, and we were trying to tell you, like, back to back to back, like, oh no, it's just backfiring.
That didn't just
And then
start here
it's
on
like,
Grove
oh
Street.
no, it's gunshots.
It started from when he was fixing his car up there at his other crib up there in the
Vinewood, yeah. And from the one up in Vinewood, he was playing loud music and having his engine ramming. So when I showed up there with 2 units, we were talking to each other and seeing what we can do to go ahead and engage contact, so we can go ahead and see what's going on and why there's loud music going on, because somebody in the neighborhood called the cops on them because he was playing loud music. Most of it is just a domestic of sound, because I was like, why is he just spamming his music and blaring it for the entire neighborhood to hear?
That's where I'm gonna pause that, because the 911 call never had music. There was no music. As a matter of fact, there was no music until towards the end, about the 4th or 5th time that you were mentioning that the 911 call had music in it, but there was no music, and I have these two to attest for it. I had no music going. It was just revving the engine, and that's all that the 911 call said.
Huh, then how did I hear the person's playing music? Because that makes no sense.
Person played the music at the end.
Yeah,
I was playing music at the end, but it was never in the 911 call, and it wasn't until the very end when we left.
The only thing that was in the 911 call is him working on his car and revving it. That was it.
Huh.
But
well, then why did I see there was music in it?
There was music at the end when we started playing.
No, I'm talking about in the 911 call. In the 911 call,
not.
I saw it in the chat, and I was like, there's music going on then.
I wrote word for word. My neighbor is revving his engine. It's super loud and obnoxious. That's what I wrote with exclamation points, and I sent it off to the police.
Do you have a screenshot of what you're saying?
No, because I don't really do things like that.
Okay.
But yeah, no, we want it to be a learning moment. Like, at the same time, it's confusing to the point where you pull out a warrant and it's like, well, what's warrant from? What evidence do you have of the crime that we've committed? Of the
That's what I'm
probable cause?
hoping he learns.
Now, probable
that-
cause is a different situation. Probable cause is a whole different situation. But for you to say that you have a warrant or entry, I don't know what entry paperwork is to begin with. But it, you know, and I understand, you know, it might be a little bit fresh to you, but like I said, we want it to be a learning moment. But continue going back to back and requesting warrants just to get to where you want to go to investigate is not a thing. Like once you have the evidence and you need to go and do a search warrant or, you know, an apprehension warrant or whatever, then you can do that. But you can't get a warrant to gain access to an area to start an investigation based off of something that's
because that judge will get that request. He won't even look at it. He'll throw that thing straight in the trash. He's not gonna sign that. He's gonna look at it and he's gonna throw it in the trash. That's not a reason to. That's not a search warrant reason.
Now, we not at all would we have been opposed to you saying probable cause or, you know, even you know, reasonable suspicion as a far reach. You know, it is what it is. You know, we wouldn't even have a problem with that. But for the warrant, when you bring up a warrant, it comes with a lot of questions.
But
you know, when you say you have a warrant, then it's, you know, because probable cause, and I'll admit it, it's very vague, and you can get away with a lot. But when you come up with a warrant,
warrant
okay, well, it has
means
to be a
there's
signed
proof,
piece of paper.
Yeah,
warrant
'cause
means it's a lot more
the paper-
official.
Yeah, because the papers just appeared in your car at the end of the scene. Because you
Right.
didn't leave
Yeah.
the scene to go get the papers. Nobody brought them to you. They poof into your car.
Yeah, that was
That's
that was another
that's part of it.
thing because you were
It'd take a little
standing
bit for
by
them
the
to sign it.
car. Right. Yeah. So we were
Leave, go
yeah,
to the court,
that was
get a sign, come back. Not
yeah, that was
Yeah.
that was
Now,
really
see,
sad
that's what I'm
because-
saying. Now, if he did that and puts it in global chat, that's okay. You don't need a supervisor for that. But if he did go back, gets his warrant, puts it in global chat so y'all can see it and have a chance to react, even though it technically is metagaming, you shouldn't use that information. But, you know, again, you can see that it's legitimate. You see what I'm saying?
Well, see, my problem with the end part of that was that the scene had already gone on to the point where we were told that he had a warrant. And then at the car, when he was crouching by the car, it says gets warrant signed by such and such, which was the governor and the mayor, I believe, or whoever it was, the chief of police. And then it turned into an I don't know kind of game. So it was basically like the warrant was signed at the end, and then you couldn't get into contact with the chief of police who supposedly signed it because
He was on vacation.
He was on vacation. And then you couldn't get in contact with the governor because apparently he was off duty or on vacation or whatever. And then it becomes, well, okay, well, you know, who signed the warrant and why did they just sign it after you already told us?
So they wanted to come inside. We told them no. Walked up to us, yo, we got a search warrant in our car. He goes to his car, pulled out a search warrant. Yo, here's a search warrant. We're going to come inside your property. No going to the courthouse. No going to get it, RPing it out, going to the courthouse, getting it filled out. Basically, like, yo, paper just poof into my car.
Yeah,
Let me go
like
grab them.
He had it ahead of time
Hand
or
them to
something.
you. I'm coming.
Like,
I'm coming in there. I'm going to arrest you. Have it right here out of nowhere. Ain't even leave this area. They just appeared in this vehicle.
yeah, and Jackson, don't get me wrong. We're not trying to like bash you, but at the same time, it's
trying to help
you know.
do it
And
the
I was
lawful
talking,
way,
yeah,
the right
I was
way.
talking to you reasonably to try and figure out a solution to your problem without violating my rights. You see what I'm saying? And at the end, it just became what it was, which is this. But it, you know, it's a learning situation. But you know, everybody has to learn at some point.
Yeah, we're not trying to get you in any trouble. It's like basically like trying to help you out, trying to help you learn it the lawful way, because the way it was going, that right there was, I don't know what that was.
Yeah, so basically either do the global thing when you have some proof, some evidence, and then get the warrant like that. Again, it doesn't have to be from a supervisor, but at least put in the global chat, ask on the radio. You should probably do both because just the radio people can't see. But you know what? If you ask on the radio and then you get it or whatever, make sure you put in the global chat says obtained warrant so that everyone knows it's legit already, that you have it, so that it doesn't just appear in your glove compartment. This way they know you have it, and then that issue can be avoided. And then also the same thing, you can run with other things, like you can say probable cause next time.
There's
Yeah,
also
you can get away with a lot with probable cause. Sorry for interrupting you.
no problem. There's also one more thing I would like to remind you guys about the rule where if you guys think that he doesn't RP properly or he just pulls out anything, you can always say, hey, whenever you see this person, you can say, hey, I do not RP with you. That is the rule. You can use that rule for your benefit. That's it.
No,
Just don't
Yeah.
abuse it or say in between. That's all I'll say.
I just want him.
Mm.
We just want him to learn a little bit more, learn
Yeah,
the
we don't wanna-
lawful way and the right way. We don't want no actions, nothing to be, or we want to roleplay because we're not.
Yeah, we're
gonna
not
do
trying to
that.
be like, no, we don't want to play with you. Like that's
like
we want him to learn.
more like teach him a lesson, like let him learn it. 'Cause the way he
Also,
was doing it was just
in Baltimore, I know you never want to break character. You can always use out of character chat or privately message someone.
Yeah, but it always feels weird, especially if like say that I'm the cop, you're the civ, and I'm typing as fast as I can in out of character chat. It takes this move right here to get me anxious. Like the moment that you step close to me, it's like, okay, well now I'm not gonna have time to type. I'm gonna get cuffed right now, and then it's just gonna, like we're not gonna be able to work this out at all. I'm gonna get slammed in the back of a cop car and thrown off into jail. And sometimes that is how it goes, but if I can prevent it, it's better. So, and yeah, the out of character chat is there, but also the entire server sees it. I feel like if the suggestion chat was open, I'd definitely do a proximity out of character chat suggestion, and that would be dope. That way, the whole server doesn't be like, oh, and just bashing people in out of character.
Well, you could use the default chat. Just type without typing OC.
Yeah, for some reason that doesn't work for me.
Oh, it's weird.
I don't know if you saw that, but I did not.
Also, there's one more thing, Jackson. Like these guys, they are trying to help you out. If you have any questions, you don't know things, you can always ask. See, you can ask them privately. Like, hey, can I ask you something? I don't know how to do. There are people who are ready to help you. If you don't know something, feel free to do that. Okay.
I'm pretty sure if any of us or anybody on pretty much anybody, I'm pretty sure they're not gonna tell you off about helping you. I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna help you. If you ask them a question, they'll answer you. But
yeah, so
just
and if
come
you
to somebody, ask them a question, we'll help you with it. From what you've learned now, since we've kind of helped you out about learning through the lawful way, maybe you'll do some great RPs through that. But go ahead, Baltimore.
So, if you like wonder who's what, because I noticed that you said like, how am I supposed to know? And it's good in a way that you don't know who the staff are. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, that means you haven't come in interactions with them. But excuse me, sorry, I'm clearing my throat. So, if you look in the chats, like on Discord, on the right side, it'll show you everybody who's on. Usually, if they're in server, they're going to be online on Discord, and you can see. But if you look at it like from time to time, you can start to see who the supervisors are. You can also look in the TeamSpeak, because I saw that you were in the TeamSpeak, and we'll have supervisor tags next to our name. And I don't know about so, but I don't know about the rest of the supervisors, but I don't mind, I don't use my messaging system for in-game things. So if you were to shoot me a text through like player options or online players or whatever, and be like, hey, are you available to someone in the supervisor's office? And it's like, all right, cool. So I'll drag you, and then like you can do that stuff, and then we can talk about it in the supervisor's office, even if I'm a civ. And then because it's in TeamSpeak, and then it'll be like, okay, well, what's and we'll have the conversation, and then you can go from there. But that's a good way to know who people are, is to look in the TeamSpeak and also in the Discord and just look. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I do know that you're friends in staff because I seen her as staff a lot, and I also had it in contact with her when there was a robbery at the Flicker Bank for Route 68.
Mhm.
So some
Alright.
And
most of
also,
these
if you can't
people
find
I
us,
know
and
as
also if you
stuff.
can't, yeah, also if you can't find like a question to your or an answer to your question, you got open support in Discord. I'm pretty sure you'll get an answer like straight off the bat.
Yeah, we're
If
always.
you can't find staff and get
Yeah, if I'm not in game, I'm looking at the Discord. Like that's
Yeah.
just how that is. So if you see me in game, you can text me in game. If I'm not in game, I'm gonna be looking through the Discord, and usually I'll look at the open support like once every 30 minutes or once every hour. You know what I mean?
yeah, because I ain't
Yeah.
got nothing
Unless I'm
else
sleeping.
better to do. So
Yeah, I'm a bored ass mother. I mean,
I
yeah,
stayed up all night, so
well,
right now I'm fuzzy
second
brain.
that.
yeah. So all right. Yeah, I have nothing else. I mean, so I'm good on my end.
I'm good on mine.
Yeah,
So-
Pretty sure we've all learned a little something, but you know.
I learn a little every day, but me as officer in so many servers for about 4 years now, 4 or 5. Yeah, I learn a little bit more every single day, and now I'm about to be kicked again.
Mhm.
All right.
So if we are done here, then we can close the case here.
Yeah, I believe we're good here. I think we're all on the same
Okay.
Oh, my controller's not
Then have a nice day, guys. See you later. Bye.
page.
on.
You too.
All right.
Thank you.
You can leave the scene.
Yo, what she
Hey, I'm about to go. I'm about to go Elio for state.
Yes,
Very good one. Yeah. I'll probably go BCSO then, but I just need to restart my game.
that's just
Yeah,
me,
I
man.
might have to because my shit's
Bugged. What do you mean?
Hello.
What the fuck?
Uh-oh.
There's an alien in my car! Fucking run! Nah.
No, I'm not an alien. Hey, sorry. Yeah, Ripley actually summoned me.
no,
I'm
I
sorry for
was
that.
joking. I was joking.
Okay, so ID number 10, you're saying?
Yeah.
Please
He
park your car on the
basically
side.
what the fuck? I parked it, right? He oh, let me turn the radio off.
Oh, on your screen you parked it, not on my screen.
Alright, basically, we went to Yellow Jack
Mm-hmm.
and we had gunfire, then an explosion. Rah. Basically, we held 3 people at gunpoint. One of them pulled out a gun, so he got shot and killed. 2 of them ran off. The guy that got shot and killed then revived himself. Oh, he respawned and then came back.
Mm-hmm.
And then he just kept interrupting the scene after he did that. And then when we took the 2 guys to PD, he then teleported to the PD and was trying to harass us again there. I've got everything on video.
Okay. Please come out of the car. Get on the other side. Okay.
Hold on. Let me take fucking exclusive off. I'm one of those little bitches. There you go.
I see.
I don't want my car getting fucking deleted.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's faster.
That one's faster. That one is faster.
It's the same one, yeah. These
Hey.
What? You just, um.
Hello, stop there. Can you get in my car? Number 10?
Why?
Because there's
Give
a
me a
report
sec.
ticket. Because there's a report ticket against you. That's why I would like to have a chat.
Okay. I'm glitched.
Okay, come out. Do you mind explaining to him, number 9, what he did?
Basically, you respawned after you got killed without hands
Yeah.
in the scene, and then once we got to the police department, you then teleported to us.
Yo, I just clicked F11 and I was going on duty, but you came in this, so I just left because you said.
I mean,
And
you teleported there in front of us with
yo,
your
I clicked
current,
F11.
with
and
your current attire,
what?
and started harassing us. So I've got everything on video, mate.
Okay, mate.
So, do you have an explanation?
Yeah, I just said it. I was just going on duty like an officer, but my friend wanted to be with me, so I stayed.
Did this happen in front of PD?
I just like left the scene because he said, and I just clicked F11. I just teleported because I left, and I just wanted to go on duty.
Okay. Number 9.
He actually got shot twice and respawned twice.
Yeah,
And
because
then,
I came back by a
and then when
different
he came
character, my
back,
guy.
he kept changing uniforms in front of us,
No,
going between this guy and a
no.
federal agent, and then turning back into this guy.
Not federal agent security. Wanna see it?
Same difference.
No. Wanna see it?
I mean, you still changed outfits in the middle of an RP scene. Yeah, like you
No,
changed outfits right in
no.
front of an RP scene.
I
Dude,
respawned
stop
and
arguing
I
with me. I've got it all on video. Like, literally, you changed outfits in the middle of our arresting scene.
Okay, stop talking, both of you. First, you just tell us whatever he did, everything from start to end, and tell me the location, where did he do, and then you give me an explanation. You can argue with him. He have everything on record, so he's going to make a report ticket and link me the video.
Yeah.
So it's better we're gonna talk here and let the case actually close here until you wanna argue against him where video is being recorded. Consider that, okay?
Okay.
So, number 9, go ahead and explain everything because I don't think he understood what you were saying.
So I was driving past the Yellow Jack, heard explosion and gunfire. Well, gunfire then explosion. I went to investigate, saw 3 people. One of them was carrying an AK-47. Asked all 3 of them down to their knees, interlocked their fingers, yada yada yada. 2 of them, one of them got handcuffed. One of them jumped the fence, and I believe this one pulled out a weapon and then subsequently got shot by one of my officers. That was next to the garage in the alleyway.
And I did.
We then I managed to handcuff the other guy. We took the 2 handcuffed individuals back to the vehicles to search them and place them in the vehicles. We then went back to render first aid to this guy. At that point, he'd already respawned and came back to us in the same outfit he was wearing before. He then tried to interfere with the scene constantly, like running over, talking to us. He then changed into a security outfit right in front of us.
Yeah, because
We then told him, bro, you need to leave the
Stop
scene.
talking. Oh, one sec, number 9. When he's talking, don't talk. Don't interrupt him. Whatever he's saying, if you don't agree or you agree, you can tell me your part later. But don't interrupt him in between, okay? Now you can continue, number 9.
We told him that he needs to leave the scene, so then right in front of us, he changed back into his little mafia-looking outfit, and then proceeded to harass us, stand there and just not and just be an annoyance. We then 3 vehicles left, headed back to the police department with 2 prisoners. As we were transporting them in, he teleported to the police department and started talking to us again. which he's trying to interfere with our scene again after teleporting to us in the same outfit he was wearing at the Yellow Jack.
Okay. So, do you want to talk now, number 10?
Yeah.
Now is the
Yeah.
time.
Okay. So I came with my friends with a car to Yellow Jack. Somebody had a like a gun racked on his chest. Somebody had, I think, a Tommy gun, something like that, and like the explosion exploded himself. I don't know how, and like we came back to the back of the Yellow Jack, and like everyone was like with a shield, with a ARs, and we just asked what happened, and they was pointing a gun on us, and two ran. No, one coughed, one ran. I think, yeah, and I got shot. No, yeah, I pointed a gun on them, and they shot me. So, and they just left me there for like 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and I just it splashed me dead to the pool and everything. They just left me. So if I'm dead and everything, I can just respawn, and I just came by a different character. I changed my outfit first with I don't know what outfit, but yeah, I just said I'm a an owner of the Yellow Jack, and I said what happened here, and I just asked, and they said, "Are you kidding me?" or something like this. That's me again. Yeah, yeah. Just leave. And I was just asking what happened. Like I don't know what happened because I was found. I just came back by a different character, and they just killed me again. I don't know with no reason. Now I came back by a different character again by security because I don't know what to do
Okay, I'll
because
tell
they
you.
left me again.
One thing is, if you get involved into a scene, you died there. After that, you can't come back to the scene. Do you understand that?
Yeah, by a different character. I think
No,
so. I can.
I mean, did you came like he just said you changed the outfit in front of them. Did you do that?
One time
So you
because they
did.
said to leave, and I just changed my outfit
Yeah,
to my
you
normal,
can.
and I just TP to the station to get on duty.
No, that's the thing. You can't just change the outfit. Like, suppose if I die here, I can't just change
Yeah.
the outfit and say, hey, I'm FIB, I have all the rights over here, I have all the jurisdiction, and I can do whatever I want. No, you can't do that. First of
No,
all,
I
when
didn't do that.
you die, and you can't come to the same scene unless it's
Okay.
a totally new character, but you have to update correctly. Like, you can't come as soon as you change your character, you can't come there until you actually ask them. For example, I remember me and my friends played double characters, but hey, we ask other people, hey, can I join on this character now? Can I come as a this character? And they're fine. Yeah, sure, you can come. Can I be a seller now? Yeah, sure, you can be a seller now. So they are fine. But on in this case, they were not fine. They were asking you to leave, and they actually felt like it was a harassment. You were harassing them by coming to the scene again and again, which they clearly didn't want you to. They didn't want. So please don't do that. The thing is, whatever he said, he have it on recording. I can ask him to make a report ticket and upload the video. And if I watch the video, you breaking the rules, I have to punish you unless you actually admit what you did and just say sorry to
Yeah.
him and tell him no, that you're not gonna do it again and you're gonna RP properly. If you don't understand how to RP, if you don't know how to RP, it's fine. You can always ask people, you can always ask for help in OC or anywhere. Hey, I died, what should I
Okay.
do? Can I go
Okay. Handshake.
back? Ask them. Don't try to make it a Smiley or smart ass scene
Yeah.
right now. It's an admin situation. Please be respectful and say sorry to him.
Yeah, we just did a handshake.
He hugged you. That is nice. So I'm guessing he did forgive you. But how about just say sorry? That would be nice.
Sorry.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's all good, man. Just if you're not informed, you need to read the rules again.
Yeah.
Okay, don't harass them. Don't revive
I
yourself.
think I know you.
Okay,
I think I know you.
okay. Then
I know you. Your voice.
don't reveal my identity.
I think I know you.
Okay.
What?
But if we are done with the case, then Josh, you are free to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good. Cheers. Have a good one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have a
Is
nice
she
day.
lagging for you?
What?
You
Yeah.
glitched my car. Oh, there you go.
Is this a supervisor car? Can you put the lights on? Oh, okay. They're invisible.
Okay, don't harass
They're
him.
not
Let him
invisible.
go.
They're very
Wait.
clearly there.
Wait, in the back? Can you show me in the back? Yes.
I think you're lagging.
I'm gonna go on duty.
I think you're lagging. Am I lagging for you, number 10?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you lagging.
Your voice is a little bit like thingy, but apart from that,
Yeah.
you're fine.
Oh, my voice is? Okay.